Hey everyone, I'm back on the Greenway next to South Station. We're going to start our new tour. The last one ended over by Rose Wharf and the Harbor Towers, so I wanted to show you this building over here where they built these two towers, or one tower. I think this is Russia Wharf. And it has this angled top to it, and that's all glass. It's a pretty nice looking high-rise. I actually did a project when I was in college in landscape architecture program at UMass Amherst, where we had to design the plaza for the Federal Reserve, and my group came up with this design. Check this out. So yeah, there was supposed to be wind mitigation on this plaza because it gets really windy here. And came up with this cool aluminum thing that looked like these panels, these aluminum panels were peeling off the building, and that would swirl the wind and diffuse it. It's a pretty cool design, in my opinion. But the one they actually put in isn't so bad. It has nice trees. All right, on to this other building. Just right around the corner here. Yes, this one. So they actually saved the brick facade for this building, and they did that by holding it up with beams. I have photos of what that looks like. And this was before this tower was built. Check this out. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? It probably cost more to save the brick than it would have cost to redo the brick, but historical reasons, it's good they saved it. And they actually built a whole new building inside. They didn't save any of the floors, just the facade. And that green building down at the end was built twice. Yeah, let's head over there. When I first moved to Boston, I have this Boston architecture book that shows that building in the book, but the building didn't exist. It was a brand new building built in the 80s, but it was just a parking lot, and it confused me. But I learned that building was built twice because the first time it was built, it actually started to settle and sink so badly that it was deemed condemned and torn down. It's crazy. And then they basically recreated it with better footings. I couldn't imagine the insurance claim on that building having to be torn down. So across the street here, I did an art piece in the harbor. I'm not sure if you can see it or not. Yeah, it's over there. Let's go look at it. To get to it, I actually have to climb down a ladder that's attached to this fence. It's like a fire ladder, like a chain fire ladder. I'll show you a video of me climbing down it. But there's all these cool things down here that people throw, including traffic cones. Yeah, there's a bunch of traffic cones that I found under the bridge over there. And I went at a really low tide and retrieved them and then piled them all here. And then there's stone and stuff too. A lot of it's tipped over. I had them looking like high-rise towers, like a miniature city. Yeah, I gotta go back down there at some point and clean this up. I have to wait for a really low tide. Artwork like this requires lots of maintenance. Anyway, I'll show you another one I did over here. So yeah, under the snow is ribbed concrete that I filled with fish tank gravel. Check this out. It's pretty cool, right? It's a lot better than what's here right now. Oh man, this is hilarious. I love how the snow is so dirty right here. To go from this to this, it's pretty dramatic, but that's what I like to do. Anyway, let's continue. We're gonna head across the bridge that's over here. All right, time-lapse mode. Here's something that's pretty cool that I did, and it's not done yet, but I painted this electrical box to look like a miniature version of International Place. The Palladian style windows. I need to clean it up, sharpen it up, fix it up. I got distracted by other projects. But I'm also gonna paint this one and this one. And this one is gonna be a miniature version of this building. And this one is gonna be a miniature version of that building. So it's gonna be pretty cool when it's all done. I'd like it to look like this. Yeah. I gotta sharpen it all up. But let's keep going. Let's talk about the Northern Avenue Bridge. How it's just been left open for the last 5 years, more. Just left to rust and rot. There's actually these giant LED lights that were used to light it up. They're all on the sides. There's 3 on that side, 3 here. There's 3 on each side and then a bunch in the middle. And they're giant, super bright LED lights that are also just left there to rust. I mean, they could be used for else. And they're not even turned on. So this bridge has basically just been abandoned. And I know there's plans to put in a new bridge, but this is a example of crumbling infrastructure. And it's just, it's embarrassing. It really is. James Hook as well. And I know there's plans to build a high-rise tower here. But I'm pretty sure James Hook burned like 12 years ago or something like that. And I was always wondering how a building filled with giant tanks of water burned. Very suspicious. And I remember they were like, we're gonna build right away. Nope. Nope, they put a double wide, call it a day. And now there'll be a giant building there, which it'll be an improvement. Anyway, let's continue on our tour. We're gonna head down here. So I have images of what this looked like 10, 12 years ago. Check this out. It's pretty cool, right? So dramatic. What they can do in 10 years. Less than 10 years. Like 8. It's crazy. All right, let's keep going. And then there's this. They just built this park. This is a really cool park. This is what this park looked like 5 years ago. Yeah, pretty cool. Used to just be a bunch of grass and a parking lot. There's actually an underground parking garage under this park too. Yeah, so from this side it doesn't look so great. But this is what this looked like 5 years ago. But up there is all playgrounds and stuff. Oh yeah, the Children's Museum. Yeah, so I forget how many blank windows this building has. I counted them once. It's a lot. They're all bricked up or boarded up. And the fact that this is the facade of a children's museum. If I was a kid and was told I was going inside this building, I would freak out. I'd be like, where am I going? I mean, it's so crazy. Yeah. The one cool thing is this door maybe here. Everything else just sucks. So, I had the idea of letting kids paint on vinyl banners. The parents can pay a certain amount of money to allow their kids, and they can join in, the parents and the kids, to paint each of these windows, and then you have them installed on the building. And then everyone knows where they are. They have to find their banner. Maybe it's like a hunting thing. When they're installed, you have to look through all of them until you find the one that's yours. But I thought it'd be the coolest public art project, but the museum doesn't want to touch the brick, I guess. I don't know. People get really weird about putting things over brick. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, let's keep going on our tour. This piece of artwork is really interesting. This was put here after my Lego piece right down there was taken out. And so someone stuck this to the building. It's pretty interesting. Let me show you where my piece used to be. So this was the location of where I had a Lego piece installed into the wall. And they replaced it with this. Yeah. Yeah. But it was really cool because it was right down the street from the Children's Museum. And it brought a lot of joy into people's lives. This thing went viral. I just sort of did it because Jan Vorman made a YouTube video saying he supported other people doing this, and I had my childhood Legos. And my mom just reminded me I still had them. And I took them and found this amazing hole in the side of this building. It was actually a buttress wall that sort of helped hold up this facade. And there was this giant gaping hole that I actually had to fill with some bricks and concrete before I put the Lego piece in. So I backfilled it and then made the Lego piece fit, and then I just glued it to the brick I put in there, and it rounded the corner. I even had like a little police station, some windows, and then someone decided to smash it with their foot. So I went out and I fixed it. Now it's like 2 in the morning and fixed it. And then someone smashed it again. And then I fixed it again. And then someone smashed it a third time. And after the third time, I was like, I don't know if I want to keep fixing this. But I was about to fix it a fourth time. And then someone who I've never met still to this day came in and fixed it for me. And that was pretty cool. Yeah. And then when they were building this building, the contractor doing the site work contacted me to inform me that they're tearing down the buttress wall and I should come retrieve my Legos. So I told him to tell me the day they were doing it and I'd show up. And I showed up and was able to document the men removing the Legos from the wall. Yeah. And I still have some of the Lego pieces. And I gave some to some friends. Alright, let's keep going on this tour. I want to show you what this looked like 6 years ago. Check this out. Yeah, pretty cool. I had ideas for that blank wall too. Ideas like this. And there's a blank wall over here I had ideas for as well. Blank wall that's over there. I'd love to do a mural that looked like this. Yeah, stuff like that. And this is what this looked like 7-10 years ago. It's pretty cool, right? Yeah. It's just a giant parking lot. Alright, we're gonna head that way. Got more to show you. Alright, let's go. Yeah. It's pretty dramatic what they've done here. All these buildings are new. Because if you look at what this used to look like 10 years ago, this is it. Yeah. Yeah, there's more to see. We're gonna go that way. I have more photos. Anyway, this used to be a parking lot. Let me show you photos of what this used to look like. Yeah. Like everything here is brand new. It's really cool. There's a giant crane. I mean giant, like mobile crane set up at the end of the street. Let me zoom in and show you what that looks like. We're gonna head over there in a sec and get a closer look. Oh, it's cold out here. But yeah, we're gonna continue. I'm gonna walk that way. Show you some more photos. Okay, cool. So they're taking down a tower crane. And that tower crane built this brand new building. This building's still being put together here and there, but the tower crane is being hauled away. It's pretty cool, the guys who erect and disassemble tower cranes and other cranes. It's a pretty cool job. I wouldn't mind having that job personally. And this crane is fucking huge. The guy operating this sucker is getting paid a lot of money. Like probably $1,200 a day or more. He's got tinted windows and everything. It's fucking cool. Wow. Yeah, this machine is pretty impressive. The fact that it just drives away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 wheels on each side. That's cool shit. Anyway, let's continue on our tour. Alright, cool. So I have a really cool photo what this used to look like 7 years ago. Check this out. Yeah, none of this was here. And what was here is behind the buildings that are here now. It's crazy. Oh, and then they built this over here. This is pretty cool. All right, let's continue on our tour. Head that way. It's pretty cool how they use 2 cranes to flip the tower crane section sideways. That'd be such a fun job to have. Anyway, let's continue with our tour. All right, here we are. Here's another spot that's 90% new. Let me show you what this used to look like. It's really cool. Let's go in this direction, and I'll show you what this used to look like. Yeah. Even this direction. Yeah. And there's more. Let's head that way. Or down this way. I have a photo of what this used to look like from right here. Yeah, the ICA was the only building that was here. It looked ridiculous. I was always wondering why they just made it face the water, but now I can see why, because you can't see it from here anymore. Not really. We're gonna continue on the tour. Let's head this way. I promise I'm not following this ridiculous Land Rover. It is pretty cool though, I have to say. So isn't all these buildings. I have more photos of what this used to look like. Let's watch that person drive away. Yeah. So, I want to see what this used to look like 10 years ago. Check this out. Yeah. I also have a photo of what this looked like 10 years ago. Check this out. Yeah, it's pretty dramatic. Oh yeah, from this angle too. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, let's keep going. We're gonna go down that way. This was a parking lot. Now it's a beautiful courtyard. You got it, you got it. Wow, check that out. The moon is way up there. It's so beautiful now. This building's finishing up. Putting more over here. I want to show you this giant blank wall that I'd love to do a mural on over here. Wow, so here it is. One of my favorite blank walls in Boston. I've been wanting to do something beautiful on this wall for about 10 years now. It's huge. It's like 50 or 60 feet tall up to those windows. and then 70 something to the top where that metal cladding starts. My idea for this wall would look something like this. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? It was from a painting, an oil painting I did about 20 years ago. And I always like this image. It's something that I came up with in my mind. The place doesn't actually exist, but I made it look real. Anyway, I could totally do this mural on this wall. I don't know who's going to be the one to actually do something on this wall, but I'd love it to be me. I'm totally capable. Just give me the resources and the permission. I can put together the team to make it happen. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Things take time. All right, we're gonna continue on a tour. We're gonna go that way. I'll show you more. So this is really cool. So they're putting a new building here and they're digging out the basement, which will be a parking garage. And they're doing it right next to the Summer Street Bridge. They're actually doing it around the Summer Street Bridge, which I'll show you in a minute. It's really cool. I always like it when they dig out the basements like this to put the parking underground. Oh. I'm now on top of a snow pile. The things I do to show you the construction. We stomp off the snow. I'll show you what I was talking about with the other thing.
And do the other thing, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Have to walk in the lane. You can see how big this building's going to be. It's going to be massive. It's so cool. And this is where they dug under the bridge and put in one floor of underground parking, and they're building a building under the bridge, which is pretty cool. And then the rest of the building is going to be all over there. I like it. Yeah, this is going to look a lot different in about 2 years. All right, let's head over there now. It's pretty cool that they have this excavator with this extension arm that reaches down into that pit to scoop out the dirt. I've never seen an attachment like that before. And that arm reaches like twice as long as it shows right now. Yeah, I just wanted to point that out. I'm gonna go over here. All right, here we are. So this spot definitely did not look like this 10 years ago. here's a photo of what it did. It's pretty cool, right? Yeah. It's quite the transformation. These buildings over here are fairly new too. This parking garage is brand new. We're underneath the Silver Line right now, which runs under these buildings. It's pretty cool that they built buildings on top of the Silver Line. Let's head up these stairs and I'll show you one more photo and then we'll end the tour for now. I'll cross the street for a sec. Oh. So yeah, this is all new. And this definitely did not look like this 10 years ago. Same with this. It's pretty dramatic. I'm so cold right now. I wonder if I can even get to the spot that I want to show you the last photo. I don't think I can. I think it's all blocked off because of construction. That's unfortunate. Well, this is Boston Construction Tours. So, of course it has to be construction that stops me from doing the tours. I can point to where the photo's taken and just show you the before and after photo. So this photo I can't actually go to is over there in that corner of the balcony looking out that way. Here's the before photo. And here's the after. It's pretty cool. They're actually putting a new building in front of this one. They've been working on the foundation for like a year. Used to be the Whiskey Priest and I forget the other, Boston Beer Garden, I think it was called. But they're also redoing the World Trade Center. Didn't even know that was happening. They have it. They have it all gutted out in the middle. The flower show used to be here. I wonder what's going to happen to that. I have a photo from the inside of that arch looking out that I also wanted to get, but obviously can't. And this is that photo. I was thinking it'd be different if I was looking this way. And it is. There are these two new buildings. Pretty soon there'll be a building here. Alright, then there's one more photo over here. It's a photo looking down these stairs. Wow. Yeah. Check out what this used to look like 10 years ago. Yeah, and this is going to look a lot different the next few years. That whole building right there is going to be covered up by the new building. So I'm going to have to come back here in like 3 years and get even a more updated video of what this is. It's really cool. Let's look at that before picture again. It's really cool. Alright, this is where I'm ending the tour for now. I'm getting too cold to be out here. My lips are freezing up and I can't talk very easily. This was fun. It was great seeing all the change that took place in the Seaport. It's really staggering, really just mind-blowing how much has been built. And I look forward to seeing more. On the next tour, we're going to start here and head that way. And there's a lot more to see. All right, until then.